Okay. We'll see the first scene, and then maybe we'll probably go for like another 3 hours.
Oh, my eyes. That has to be what happened, but can I convince them of this? Okay. Before I go on, I want to request that you keep an open...
Well, that's a great way to start.
This is going to make me sound insane at first.
Decidedly not a notable novelty. Your accusation will be properly judged on its merits, Miss Chase.
I understand, but this is more or less a matter of elimination. Couldn't think of a way for anyone to plant that key in my stomach. It simply seemed impossible that I wouldn't notice a hard piece of metal being put in my mouth. And it is. The real question follows from that. Can't do it without me noticing. In what situation would it not matter if I noticed?
Please get to the point.
Man, I wanted to sleep for a while. The day before the auction. It was the day before?
Oh my god, it was the day before!
I thought it was a week!
No, it was the day. That makes it much more credible, actually.
One of my teeth needed a filling. Typical painful stuff.
Oh, why are you mentioning this now? This brings up bad memories. Can we stick to less disturbing topics?
Like murder?
Yes, exactly.
The point is that local anesthetics were employed in my mouth to numb the pain. In addition, it's normal in that situation to use various metal tools. Our dentist had perfect access to my mouth, and I couldn't have questioned what was being done. There could have been no better opportunity to make me swallow the key! You're fucking right, you do sound insane. That's it. Any question, Aurelia? I have, like, 500,000.
Your dentist. You're accusing your dentist!
Is that really that insane considering the trial thus far?
A dumb question, but, like, I know Dr. Hellinger is a detective, but, like, why is she called a doctor?
Hold on.
I'm probably overthinking it, and it's not her, but, like...
Hold on.
What are you looking at?
I didn't think I was gonna have to bring up this video, but I guess I am.
Hey, we have a few more questions for you, Doctor.
Alright, back to regular schedule for you.
I know a doctor can refer to a doctorate, but like, I don't know, it just feels like there's something is just sticking out to me about that. I don't know. Claim that this lunacy is merely your idea of a joke, Aurelia. Your theories were all ripe for mocking, but this is undoubtedly the apex of absurdity.
Listen to me here. Hello, listen to me here. How about we evaluate the merits first? You can't deny planting the key would be very doable this way.
If you ignore the dreadfully voci... How do you pronounce that? Dr. Google? Help?
Vociferous.
If you ignore the dreadfully vociferous paradox of the lock-study door, perhaps.
Hold on, what does that mean? Kill. Vehement, got it.
But that would make you an insult and a disgrace to all detectives.
Well, that door would obviously have to be locked with some kind of trick then.
Seriously?
Some kind of trick? What a denouement! And what about the unimpeachable fact that the victim was shot with your gun?
Sure, I'm on the right track with this, but it's meaningless if I can't make it remotely convincing. Got to stitch something halfway decent sounding, though. It doesn't matter. The culprit entered this building as documented by the name on the list. Mr. Point's testimony heavily indicates the hero will get to the lower floor. If Renam and his holder went downstairs just prior to the auction as well to fetch the knife. It's thus fathomable that they would manage to convince her to take them along to that floor.
I suppose that would be a reasonable sequence of events so far. Although it doesn't address Miss Priston's question.
The gun simply doesn't matter. The victim was alone with the culprit on the lower floor, moments before she died, while showing unusual symptoms.
I can't believe you would recycle that asinine poison theory once again.
Why not? When's the only explanation we got for the strange symptoms the body showed? Of course, since they were alone, there are many ways to accomplish this. You could have made her drink the poison or injected it after she cut her finger. Then she left him downstairs and went back up to hold the auction before finally dying. It may have been the gun that killed her, but it's possible the poison contributed to that.
Well, it's relieving to see you won't deny your own guilt. It's after this that everything completely falls apart. According to you, your culprit appears to be condemned to remain on the lower floor, no?
Oh yeah, after Mrs. Holden left, there'd been no way for them to get out. That was as far as our culprit's plan.
Why do you think so? From the picture you painted, it seems like this dentist would have needed to do a lot of pre-planning.
There's just no benefit to it. They would have known the victim was likely about to die. Mr. Polly hadn't seen what he saw. We wouldn't have checked with the floor and they'd be stuck there. It's going missing in these circumstances, somebody looks way too suspicious. Keep in mind that the culprit couldn't have known that Mariko would even out the count. No, it's likely they got stuck against their well. Then when people came to investigate the lower floor, the culprit had to try and evade them. The base of the display case at the second crime scene was broken. Imagine they tried to hide inside. However, Mr. Kirk discovered them and thus had to be killed as well.
You're free to consider the nuances of your fantasy on your own time.
Oh, fuck.
What?
If they had to hide on the floor, except there was nowhere they could hide, where would they hide?
Behind a conveniently shaped lamp? I mean, come on.
An immovable mannequin resembling Dr. Late has been placed in the hallway between Justice and Beneficence.
Immovable, you say?
Is that because it's too heavy? Or because it was a conscious person? Also, a movable object versus nuclear baby. Anyways.
What?
Alright,
anyway. The room Mr. Gott died in was observed by 4 witnesses covering all escape routes. Dr. Hillinger also confirmed nobody was hiding at the scene. Unless you want to suggest your culprit escaped to the fairy realm, they never existed.
Oh, there must be some way to escape we didn't consider yet.
Oh, I knew you were going to make a fool out of yourself again. That doesn't even qualify as any level of reasoning.
So you have answers to everything all at once? It's not trial work. Well, I guess you wouldn't know that since they're even qualified as a lawyer.
Most people are not only comfortable in their ignorance, but hostile to those who point it out. Your sad retorts failed to amuse. It appears you're not even qualified to be a jester.
You're unqualified to be a...
Damn! Settle down, you two. This dentist of yours, what is their name?
What?
If you visited the office just yesterday, you should be able to remember that, no? There is a cavity. There's a cavity.
I have a cavity, Miss Chase?
Oh my god, that's so dumb. I love it.
And does she resemble Dr. Lade? There will be consequences if you don't answer honestly.
There's a reason I didn't want to get into those details yet. She doesn't.
Did you see this doctor at all today in the vicinity of this building? In the gallery? Anywhere?
Oh, no, I didn't see her. She probably avoided me, right?
Do you know of any connection this dentist has to this place or to you? Aside from being your dentist, that is.
It's not like I had any reason to look into her background.
I appreciate the honesty, defendant. That's why I'll be honest myself. You've got absolutely nothing. There is no indication this dentist was ever actually here, and really, your dentist? Given the unprecedented situation you've been put in, I have been trying to be lenient. But even that has its limits. This is not worth consideration. This trial ends here.
We can talk about this, right?
Hold it!
It's me! I'm your dentist, Aurelia! You just gave me a heart attack while I was already having one.
Stopped in mid-swing. That's pretty clutch if you ask me. Really, though, that's one crazy accusation.
Well, thanks. I know, I've jumped the shark even when you say that's a wild theory.
So how confident are you about this one? On a scale?
I give this a 50-50 between being right or me being insane and paranoid.
Those are better odds than what it felt like. Any idea how to sell this to the judge, though? Compared to you just eating the key yourself, this one's a bit harder to figuratively swallow.
Had a good argument beyond that, I would have said something. Even if I could actually explain the murders of this, which I can't, I doubt it'd mean much. And no proof to support my suspect was even here, and I doubt there's any to find.
Feels like there's only one way to keep this going, then.
Yeah, finding the culprit and putting them on the stand. It's the only way to convince the court they exist. Of course, that's easier said than done.
It might be doable, though. Depending on circumstances, there's only two things you'd do after pulling off a murder like this. The most pragmatic option is to run for the hills, obviously.
That's what happened, we're screwed. I'll be allowed to summon her back here, even if I know the location of her office. Thankfully, that one's kind of unlikely.
True, if the culprit really got stuck on the lower floor like you guessed, then that means there's no secret escape route or anything. Which means they're still trapped in this place like the rest of us.
I think that's option 2, then.
Yep, if you can't run, you gotta hide till things settle down. But that means we still got a chance to drag this killer out in the open.
Sounds good, if I had a clue where to look. So right now, it seems like the culprit evaporated.
There has to be a way to get away after killing Mr. Gart.
She's right, Mr. Gart's murder is the key. Figuring out how the culprit avoided detection. That might give us a clue of where they're hiding right now. How much time do we have? Might be the time to do some advanced thinking.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. Battery's pretty charged. We should be good for a while.
Perfect.
You got an idea? Closing in on the big picture yet?
Not yet. We need to parse all the information we have in light of this new suspect. The testimonies we got earlier contained a lot of unresolved issues. Something is telling me that once we have this new variable, x, and all the equations can be resolved.
Well, I told you everything I saw. Sorry, I don't think I got any more clues.
It's fine. You've done plenty. This one's my job.
This really is starting to feel like the good old times. Wow.
The good old days. You're right. If we know the absurd stakes.
Well, do your thing. I'm expecting some I'm expecting some big brain stuff.
Oh my god.
What?
You're expecting some brain?
Oh no! Oh no!
Nostalgic indeed, but in the end, there's no way to go back to those times. Only move forward and hope to create something new with the experience we've gained. Save my words for later. And I have to think, Mark, think, recall, process, results. I mean, visualize. No! Arrange the infam. Oh god. Oh god. Chase the pathway to the truth. What?
What the fuck is this?
What? Hold on. Hold on. Wait, no, I want to be scrolled down. I want this to fit on OBS. Okay, I'm stupid. Alright, alright, let's look at the tower diagram. Let me turn off the health bar so it doesn't look weird. Alright. Okay, what are axioms? X shot Mr. Dart directly while being in the same room. There are no accomplices. No one is covering for X. Only one incident occurred. This murder wasn't reenacted to create false testimony. What? Did I just, like, click a room?
Huh.
I am...
You're selecting where the people are. I think that's what you're doing.
But,
I'm
wait,
very confused.
sorry, who's S again?
Shit.
Wait, no, that's L. Who's L? Luis, right?
Oh,
That'd be Luis,
Yeah.
right? Alright, so L was in
think so.
Justice, definitely. I'm gonna save. Oh my god, hold on. Oh my god. Alright. So D and H. Wait, not D and H, that's...
H is Hellinger.
That might be a C. Wait, no. Oh, that might be an A. I don't know. So they would have... Wait, we know Marika was at... is there. Where would you... Oh, wait, Lillian!
Oh, L for Lillian, V is for victim. I'm assuming Lillian would be, yeah, right there. But Mariko didn't see Lillian, so that's what's confusing me.
Yeah. And then these two were there. Alright, let's see and evaluate. Set moves that agree with the testimony. Oh, what the fuck?
What'd you click?
Wait. Wait, no. Lillian would have... Wait. Oh, wait, how many are these out there? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so Mirko would have... If we're doing, like, just pure rooms, then... Because there's 3 of them, so I'm guessing it's just rooms? That would make sense, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think what we're trying to do
wait,
is
no.
point out where they go. We're basically constructing a trail of footprints of where they went to throughout the timeline. We're choosing where they started and then putting them across the board wherever they went.
So, Mariko would then went to the shelf next, right?
Yes.
I think. Okay.
Okay, now this is making sense. Now
Okay,
this is
okay,
making sense.
okay, it's making sense now. Okay.
Okay, the culprit started in
Yeah, but we have
Beneficent, I believe.
Yeah, but we have a starting point with the culprit. So what happened after Mariko went to the shelf? I think it's something to do with Lillian, but
Lillian had to start somewhere. Where'd she start?
What are these? Left hall. Right hall. Hello. What's that? JB? Whoa, wait, another room? Oh.
Autonomy just...
I mean, there's a question mark. I mean, this would make sense for how she climbed it but didn't climb it. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
And also how... And that's also how Lillian would have missed the culprit. Because they would have had to... Oh. Oh, shit.
But
that's where the statue...
Shouldn't we put,
Hold on.
Shouldn't we have,
I know this is wrong.
Kova and Hellinger... Shouldn't we put Kova and Hellinger starting in the elevator, along with Lillian?
Well, I think it's like when the murder occurred, not when they got there.
Okay.
I think that's how it said it was. So the culprit, if we're right about them being the fan-laden mannequin, then they had to have been here, right? And then only after that, Lillian would have went to I'm trying to figure out when the murder happened here. Okay, hold on. Let me just... Hold on. Let me save. Lillian and Mr. Guard went to the justice room upon... Okay, yeah. After searching the room, they split up. At this moment, her initial... Okay. So, yeah. Well, Lillian went to the autonomy room. She said she needed the clockwise. At first, as she saw, she climbed over. Her gunshots and turned to rush back. Back in justice, she found Mr. Guard's body. No one else in sight. This person her with a shock. But she still noticed that Mr. Kova and Hellinger eventually entered the room behind her. But after that, she stuck together with the others for the investigation.
Okay, so when she went to autonomy, Mariko hadn't left the vent yet, I don't think. Mariko went to the shelf after Lillian rushed back to go back to the room when she heard the gunshots.
Huh. Mr. Kova and Dr. Hellinger entered Beneficent's room upon arrival. They left the door open and ensured no one else could pass through into the hallway unnoticed. When the gunshots happened, Mr. Kova rushed out first. Dr. Hellinger said she didn't want to leave her hunt device behind, which delayed her. Kova said she's not going to delay in the door to justice. When he arrived at the room himself, he saw her again, in front of Mr. Guard's body. Once Dr. Hellinger caught up, she took lead of the investigation. And there she investigated the floor in clockwise order. It made it sound like she was very thorough in each room. After that, everyone had been searched, everyone returned. Oh, right foot. And then Mariko. She dropped down a ventilation shaft and passed out. She woke up, she found herself in a room full of ears, which appears to match autonomy. I'll treat the room she woke up in as in her initial position. To her left. On the other side, she saw the star of Lillian enter the door with the mouth. Which would have been... Justice.
Justice.
She heard the gunshots and panicked. She hit her head against the shelf, briefly not watching the door. About a minute or so later... she saw Hellinger and Kova arrive.
That is the weird part. That's the weird part about this. We still haven't discussed The doctor! The doctor!
The doctor!
The doctor!
Oh
The
my!
doctor!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Wait, I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Okay. Okay. So
Holy shit!
the culprit was in the left hall. Oh my god. So then Lillian went to justice, as we learned.
Yes.
And then, where did the culprit? So then, the culprit must have been where would the culprit have been?
But what does this mean? Because if the Candyman and the Doctor arrived together, does that mean Kova was in on it too, or?
So would they both be here then?
Kova and the Doctor would be in Justice because they would have started in the left hall and then moved to Justice.
Okay. And Kova. Oh wait, press culprit twice. And is the last three like just ending positions?
I believe so. Yes.
So like, Marika would have been in autonomy. Culprit would have been injustice. Wait, but then where was Kova? And then Hallinger would be injustice.
I think we're missing something. I feel like.
Oh.
Okay, no. Okay, we're up to it there.
So 5 of them are right.
There. Yeah. Well, I think Lillian is wrong. Oh.
Oh wait.
Oh, this is an issue that we're discussing. Okay.
So second shelf. The culprit always returns to the scene of crime, but that would only get them spotted and arrested. Not other people are there. Okay, so we have. Okay, that was an actual problem. So where was that?
That was X goes to justice.
C goes to justice. Or we know X goes to justice.
That's the one we're on.
Okay, X goes to justice. That's the problem.
Maybe X goes to next to the shelf, I guess? Maybe? Because that's where Mariko saw. Okay.
Oh my god. Wait, what?
We're very close. We're very close.
So is the last one? Or was it
No,
something?
it's X goes to justice again. X goes to justice again. That's wrong. Yeah, that one. That one's incorrect.
Wait, but where did they go?
I'm gonna say they went back to. I'm gonna say. I don't know, man. I want to say they went back to Beneficence because that's where the statue is.
Wait. No, wait, Kova can't be injustice. No, Kova can't be injustice.
Why?
Well, it's because if that wasn't Kova that was at the scene, then Kova can't be injustice. But if we're assuming that it was Kova that was there, then it can't be justice. Then it's the other way around. I can't speak.
I think you're getting confused.
Am I?
Kova is the Candyman. The dentist is the doctor. Mariko saw the Candyman and the doctor.
But she didn't specify that it was Hellinger.
Yes, which is why I'm saying the doctor is X. Kova was in justice. The one that's incorrect is X goes to justice, the second to last one. That one's incorrect.
Where did it go then?
I'm gonna say halfway between Beneficence and Justice. Yeah, that one.
Now we know. Fuck. Oh my god, wait. Wouldn't that mean it is the that it was Kova and the culprit?
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, so I need to change.
Candyman and the Doctor.
Yeah, but Aurelia is saying that what Mariko saw was them both going through the secret room, not Justice.
Then do you want to change those? I guess we do.
I think it would be so Kova, AHA, and then this would be back to Justice, right? I think.
The culprit goes to the secret room, or
like this.
Okay.
Because like the culprit would, I think, is this right?
Let's try it. Yes, we know.
Okay, let's see. Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Timeline evaluated. No errors found. The solution is valid.
Oh my god, we did it.
We did it.
We fucking did it.
At 2:30 in the morning with negative brain power.
I know that look. You finally figured something, haven't you?
Yeah. Wait. Wait.
What?
That means the Kova up here's the second Kova.
What? What the fuck did you just say?
Well, not the second Kova, like the... Sorry, I got confused. This... Wait, no, it has to be.
What are you saying? What are you trying to say?
Kova, when we last saw Kova in our timeline, he was in the secret room. When would he have gotten out?
Oh shit! Is Kova still trapped down there? Is the Kova with us? Not Kova?
Oh,
is that what we're saying?
That's what I'm trying to say in poorly, but yeah.
Oh my god!
I like how I jumped. I had the logic and I just went to the conclusion. I had the logic. I just skipped a few steps. Wait, so does that mean the guy that testified is the culprit? Oh fuck!
Oh my god!
It's a shocking stunt that was pulled on us, all right.
Well, don't leave me hanging when you're leading like that.
This will need a longer explanation. We won't have the time here.
Fine, you already used up most of the entire... You already used up almost the entire battery for your thinking.
Oh, it took a couple tries. I thought I should work it out relatively quickly, though.
That was really fun.
Yeah, that was...
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That was a really fun minigame.
It took us a second to get it, but then we got it.
Only one issue left.
Hmm?
The judge is already swinging down his hammer, so you'll have to be quick once I resume time.
Alright, maybe we can do a countdown then.
Good idea, but your timing is gonna have to be frame perfect, okay?
I got through some reaction time. Let's do it.
What's good, because I don't.
3,
3, 2, 1.
Damn, literally frame perfect. God. Fucking
I'd be shocked, but this is
damn it.
fairly expected at this point. Holy shit! What is it? You know the stakes. Give me one single good argument why the court should consider your theory. I'm flubbing over my words because I'm so mad. Preferably in one sentence or less.
I'll cut right to the chase then. I'm going to summon the true culprit to this witness stand.
Predictably, Aurelia wishes to tire the court yet again by pestering another irrelevant witness. What a surprise! I submit a verbal mandamus to terminate the defense's pursuit of this asinine theory.
Maybe I could substantiate it if you didn't cut me off before the most important part. Rissegar's murder can only be explained by my theory.
Unless you are back to pretending that you would accuse Lily, and I highly question that.
You don't seem to have been paying attention. I remind the court that the witnesses contradicted each other. Even if we throw out Lillian's testimony, that still leaves two other parties in conflict. I think you can perfectly account for all of that.
Oh please, it is perfectly accounted for. By merit of one of those witnesses being a confused 8-year-old girl.
That's an easy thing to run with when you've got no better answer. But there's another answer that actually explains it, that it's clear which one is superior.
I love that line of thinking. This is literally... Oh my god. I'm about to sound like a Slay the Spire nerd. But okay, but listen, okay. Listen. If you see a good line, look for a better one. Very well, Miss Chase. I suppose you did not really go over Yunu Stansford the second murder yet. If your theory truly lives up to that promise, it may be worth consideration.
Let's be careful here. I can't afford any more mistakes. This one has to count. What Dr. Hellinger said earlier is true. I need actual supporting evidence if I want it to stick. There's a proposal I'd like to make. To confirm my theory, it'd be faster to ask the 3 witnesses a few clarifying questions.
I cannot say I like the potential prospects of that.
Hey, sure, you'll only need 1 question per witness, Your Honor.
I hope it doesn't need to be stated that I am thoroughly against this. 1 question will turn into 3, which would then inevitably multiply into an ocean of additional wasted time.
I will be strict on this. 1 question total, and no follow-ups. If it does by some miracle seem like you've gained a new insight from the answer, you will be allowed to question the others as well.
That should be fine. I already know what to ask. I'm right about this. It should be easy enough to lead with something impactful. Go ahead. I'd have to summon the witnesses. Hello, killer.
Hey, man. Man, I feel bad for her. There's no need to repeat formalities. You're only allowed to speak when asked a question by the defendant. And you're only allowed to answer that question. No remarks beyond that. Go ahead and ask, Miss Chase.
Well then. Noriko, I think I'd like to start with you.
Oh no!
I guess you can't blame me for not being too enthusiastic after all that. Anyway, there's only one thing I want you to best clarify for us. Earlier, you testified that you saw Dr. Hellinger and Mr. Kova enter the crime scene. I have a simple question I'd like you to answer regarding that. Could you tell me the doctor's gender, please?
What kind of...
Just let her answer the question!
What's a gender?
Was it a man or a woman?
Huh? That's a strange question to ask me. The doctor's a man, probably. I thought you talked to him.
Oh, shit. Wait. But the dentist is a woman.
Oh. Wait. What the fuck does that mean?
Thank you. How's that for suspicion impact, Your Honor?
Well, I do have to admit I'm not sure what's happening here. Why would you call Dr. Hellinger a man?
It all makes sense once you realize we've been miscommunicating with the witness. She's been referring to people with their own job titles. Probably because she's bad at remembering their names. In her actual testimony, she said that she saw the doctor in the Candyman. We, understandably, assumed this was referring to our 2 witnesses. Indeed, we know Dr. Hellinger does have an academic title, so Doctor said it fitting enough. We should have stopped and asked ourselves if someone as young as Mariko would know or care about that. Because our Dr. Hellinger and this doctor are clearly 2 completely different people.
What in heaven's name? Miss Mariko, you weren't talking about the witness standing next to you?
No, I thought you knew him. That's not the doctor. That's...
The detective, right?
Oh my god!
The detective and Princess were already on the case.
Oh my god. We've been so blind.
This case is so good, bro.
That's what you dubbed her earlier in the trial. You seem to stick with your names for certain people.
Yes, you get it. Maybe I shouldn't have called you a villain.
Okay, we'll work on that.
Oh. Well then, who was it? Who did you actually see?
No, don't say, oh, she called us villain in that sentence.
You said only one question. I want to go home.
Obviously, it must have been someone with a more masculine appearance. And this mystery man must have looked like a doctor. Like, say, a dentist.
Please cease acting like you possess a deeper degree of understanding than the rest of us.
Except for once, I actually do.
Even if I were to acknowledge that you figured out the witness wasn't talking about Dr. Hellinger, the fact that it was a man was merely a lucky guess you're veiling as intelligence.
I'll have to break it to you that it wasn't. Remember that my main suspect was my female dentist, Dr. Cavity? If I had been careless, I would have assumed this mysterious person was her. Thankfully, I recalled another uncanny statement by Mariko, which kept nagging me.
The other man! Oh my god!
Wow! We were blind!
That was blatant.
The other man carried his candy tray, that's all.
The other man implied two men. How did we not catch that part at least? Wait, what the hell?
It's crazy.
This seemed just like a small mistake at the time, but once Mr. X was on the table, well, that's just the trivial part of my process. Simple memorization. Any amateur sleuth would have gone that far.
That eliminates your own theory, though, you Philistine! This entire absurdity hinges on someone being able to plant the key!
Let's hear more of this first. It's clear there's still something we may have missed here at least. My apologies for doubting you prematurely, Miss Chase.
No, trust me, Your Honor, it was entirely justified.
Yeah.
Well, I understand. He wouldn't have. Now that we know there was indeed an unknown man there, we'll have to figure out where he went. So here's my question for you, Dr. Hellinger. You investigated the floor clockwise, starting from Justice. Did you check the shelf at the start, or only at the end?
It was the final object I examined. Investigating the rooms was objectively more important.
I see. Thanks.
However, is that a helpful data point?
Well, all shall make sense in due time. Oh, Mr. Kova.
With all undue respect, this is ridiculous.
Wow, funny you say that.
The little child saw a doctor entering the room. I didn't see anything like that. She made the mistake, that's all.
That would be both her and Mr. Polly making the same mistake, though. A bit unlikely.
It must run in their family, like father, like daughter, right?
Wait.
Low blow, man.
Wait.
What?
Does this mean this is fan laid?
That would be fucking crazy.
Oh, we'll be clear after this next question. Enough's enough. Time to pull back the curtain. There should be something suitable I can use in the evidence. You can ask him something only Mr. Kova would know. The cake. The cake.
About the treat! The cake! The cake!
My question for you is about your cake.
Huh?
Specifically, I really need to know the secret.
I think the secret recipe.
Would it be the
Right?
name or the recipe?
I think it's the reason for the name. That's something only he would know.
Maybe, but. So, No,
Wait, are you assuming that? Wait, if we say can I have some, would that imply that the cake is poisoned?
He's not gonna give us a cake.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Wait. Wasn't the cake store-bought?
It was! It was! The secret recipe! Ask him about the secret recipe!
Word on the street is that this cake was made using your own secret recipe. It's paramount to the case for me to know what that is. Could you please tell me?
You're very funny, Miss Chase. No, really.
Is there something weird about me wanting to know this?
Oh, nothing. I mean, it's a perfectly normal question, right? Who cares if it's totally irrelevant to the case? This is the real big revelation.
It is. Is that all you take issue with? It might not be as relevant as you think. You'll see.
Being ominous won't help you. I'm not going to tell you. Newsflash, it's a secret recipe for a reason. Can't give my edge over the competition away.
Oh.
Oh, really?
So you're saying there is a secret ingredient but refuse to reveal what it is? You're under oath right now, you know?
Sue me then. I'll take the fine over losing my whole business. Well, it seems like a pretty serious matter to you. I also fail to see the propriety of this question, to be honest.
No worries, I already got what I needed. Now that it's all assembled, I can show you how this murder was pulled off.
This isn't real. It's all merely another bluff.
Please, everyone, pull up my PowerPoint presentation.
I sent the link to your emails.
Everyone's in the Zoom meeting. Recall everyone's position during. Wow, that voice crack. Recall everyone's position during the investigation.
Recall everyone's position.
The culprit was already on the floor, as I mentioned earlier. He decided to hide somewhere in the justice room, presumably inside the base of the display case. Initially, this seemed to work, and as Lily and Mr. Gart failed to spot him. Fortunately for him, Mr. Gart decided to take another look. Before things could escalate, we have to make sense of what happened in the meantime. Leanne said she'd climbed over the shelf to look inside the autonomy. That is where we went into the first contradiction. How can that be true, considering Marika was at said shelf? The answer to this is what it naturally has to be.
It's that Lillian is a liar. That's categorically nothing else.
She's a fake and a fraud! Wrong! Both testimonies can be true at the same time. Lillian climbed over a shelf. It simply wasn't the one Marika was at.
Nonsense! Tell her there was no second shelf, detective. I'm not presumptuous enough to make it such an absurd claim. However, I am fairly confident such a thing would have been spotted during my investigation.
It does seem unlikely. When Miss Marsteller herself see that there were two shelves.
Good point. I struggle with those myself, but they're based on flawed assumptions. I grant that you would have not been able to miss a shelf in the hallway. You saw it, in fact. Your error was completing with the shelf you saw from the Justice room, the same one you saw from Autonomy.
Oh my god!
What?
Sorry.
The map was created based on the investigation, which makes it impossible for there to be mistakes. Clearly this was a complete layout, as you circled it once and presumed you saw the same shelf on both ends. And through each shelf you saw the door with the symbol of the room you'd expect to be on the other side, cementing that impression. In reality, the lower floor must look something like this. There's a fourth room. Oh. What the fuck was that sound?
I'm sorry.
It's the only way Lily can climb over a shelf and then enter a room. Marika observed this from her own shelf. Which then left her a false impression about Lillian under the crime scene.
Batman. Why did you bring me here? I can't save Gotham from a lighthouse.
Two shelves?
One cup, sorry.
Shut up.
I see. There's a high probability that this was the reason for your query earlier.
Bingo! Investigated the rooms clockwise and finished things up on the shelf. That then necessarily be the one that Marika was at. So the second shelf, but since you assumed it was the same one, you never bothered with it. Likewise, your devices wouldn't have missed a secret room. The error, again, was a human one. What we're dealing with wasn't just a secret room. It was a secret room pretending to be an existing room. You saw it was there, but it was intentionally designed to make you assume otherwise.
Anyone with a brain would notice if they hadn't traversed a complete circle yet.
Feeling not to disagree. Not when those walls were painted with this oriented path. Ooh!
Oh shit, you're right!
That makes the shape of the hallway confusing. I imagine this mess was meant to be part of an attraction for Luna Park. It could have been Dr. Lade's doing.
There's still one data point to challenge your hypothesis with. William Marcella claims she walked into autonomy. Mariko Polo said she saw her into the crime scene. We know those two doors do not look identical. Precisely! One door had a painting of a mouth while the other featured an ear. I'm not surprised by your failure to spot this. How tiresome that I have to remind you of such basic observations.
You should hang up your own objections before you start doing what someone else said. But obviously, I have an answer for this. Both saw the same door, it just looked different because... Ooh!
Lenticular
Is that
printing?
what I think it is?
Lenticular printing is basically where, like, if you look at a picture from one angle, it looks like something else, but if you look at it from another angle, it looks like something else.
Yeah,
Basically-
I literally turned around because there's no lenticular painting behind me.
But you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's not different. It's not that difficult if lenticular printing was involved.
We're printing cars now?
Okay, Your Honor. No, lenticular, not vehicular. The special method to make an image look different depending on which angle it's looked at from. Surely I've seen one of those turns that transform it if you've sold it before. Using that method, the door was made to show a different symbol, depending on which side of the hallway you came from. Lillian entered the door thinking it was autonomy, while Mariko thought she saw her enter the scene. And then... Cigar and his killer got into a confrontation. Gunshots are heard. Everyone on the floor heard that, so obviously the culprit tried to run before he got swarmed. Got just in time because Lillian immediately rushed back to the scene. What about Mariko's testimony, you ask? As I established in her cross-examination, the gunshots made her bury her face in the dust. Just long enough for her to miss Lillian doubling back out of the room. Lillian was too focused on getting back to the scene to notice the culprit in the nearby hallway. Here she saw something in her peripheral vision. She likely have thought it was an immovable figure that's located there. At the same time, Mr. Kova had an interest in the shot as well. Of course, for him, there was no way he would miss the unknown person in the hallway. Kova then turned around and tried to run the other way, but Mr. Kova gave chase. Ran into the secret room, of course. These were the other two people Mariko told us about. After that, she got scared and ran away, so she didn't see what happened next. Mr. Kova returned to the scene, but the hounds rejoined him after collecting her hunt gear. We left something out. This way, everything Mariko saw makes sense.
Well, I can't deny there's a certain logic to it.
This does resolve some of the inconsistencies, but it is far from perfect. Isn't it correct that Mr. Kova's testimony completely falsifies this? A chase with an unknown person is an objectively irrelevant detail to mention. Or is your claim that he would lie on the stand to spite you?
Oh, I love lying on the stand. It's so satisfying.
Wait. Did he start this whole sassy personality after coming back?
He did. And who do we know does that? Fanlade.
Sorry, just the way
But that's not the reason.
just the way you said that made me think of the conspiracy theory image.
Shut the fuck up.
And who do we know that does that? Fanlade!
I literally sounded like freaking like Velma from Scooby-Doo revealing the facts before like Fred unmasks the villain.
Whoa. What? He's admitting to it?
What? But that's not the reason I didn't mention any of this. Want to hear the real reason? It's because this is a fairy tale. None of it happened. I know you want to save Miss Marstella, but it's time to face the facts.
Well, it does not seem like the witness is supporting this theory of yours.
I expected as much. That's where my third question came in.
The cake? How in the world?
Mr. Kova testified he wasn't willing to divulge the secret ingredient present in the cake. However, I am very much aware there's no secret recipe at all. It's just an ordinary cake he bought from a store. Care to explain?
Oh, please. Is this meant to be some kind of big gotcha?
fine. I admit I kept up with the impression there was something special about the cake. What was I supposed to do? It's all part of the marketing.
Let's call that fraud, but regardless. You misunderstand. That's not the real issue here. I figured you know I was testing you with that question. After all, I could have had this cake analyzed and verified whatever you answered. The real objective was never that. I wanted to see what your objection to that question was going to be.
My objection? What are you on about?
When I asked if there was something weird about my question, you only pointed out that it's irrelevant. That's the real issue. There was a much more valid objection you should have raised. After all, I knew the truth about this cake. Should have been no reason to ask that question because Mr. Kova already told me the answer.
I suppose that's odd. Why wouldn't he point that out?
It's very simple. He didn't know. He couldn't have known. Because this witness isn't who we think he is.
Absurd!
Oh. I said I was going to determine the culprit on the stand. Here you go. We had such a pain to track you down. It's finally nice to meet you. Should we call him not a fake name? Maybe Doctor? Or perhaps you prefer Mr. X? One thing's for sure, you're not Mr. Kova at all. You're an imposter and a murderer! Oh, shit.
Holy shit!
Mr. Kova's testimony should rule this theory out, if that's all there was to it. The truth that Mr. Kova never got to testify. Being chased to the secret room, the murderer must have been able to turn the tables on him. Can't know for certain, but it sounded like Mr. Kova was... No!
Oh no!
It's sadly likely that Mr. Kova was killed there. Let's take care of one problem for the killer, he now had a new one. Mr. Kova stayed missing, it was only a matter of time before the brother tracked him down. Search would have been even more thorough, and they'd be on to find his footprints on the shelf. Kova decided to avoid the situation by becoming Mr. Kova himself. It was much more doable than it sounds, because our FBI agent was wearing almost a full disguise. Fake beard and the huge hat pretty much concealed most of his face. It wouldn't be easier to tell the difference. All I had to do was show up and then deduce what his testimony should be. I have to say his acting was pretty subpar. I guess it was just too audacious to consider. But right now I'd say it's pretty damn obvious.
How dreadful. If the witness did what you said, then not 2 but 3 people have died already?
It's incredible, but very likely. And we should have the man responsible right here. Now, Mr. X, it's time you stop hiding behind fake names and other people's masks. Then when you take off that costume and show us your real face!
It doesn't matter at all! You're not seriously buying a theory, right?
Overruled. Miss Chase has explained several inconsistencies and demonstrated that the witness is suspicious. The court would like to see a real appearance, Mr.
See what's behind this mask. I'm really ready for whatever it is.
Did you hear me, witness? Please remove your disguise. Congratulations. Guess everyone here is a genius now.
Don't be family, please God, don't be. Who the fuck are you?
Well, happy? Who the fuck is this? Oh my.
That
certainly passes as a doctor's outfit.
Who's wearing all that under the other clothes? More importantly, though, his face feels familiar somehow.
Do you know who this is, Miss Chase? Because I still have no idea.
Well...
I understand you want to look at this good too, but can you stop staring so hard?
My bad, yo. Wait.
Wait.
You! You're at Dr. Cavity's clinic! You're her assistant, no?
Sure, whatever you say. So I had an opportunity as well?
Yes, I naturally only recall the dentist at first, but she's obviously not in the clinic all by herself. It's a lot of sense I was one of her assistants, though. Must be in charge of scheduling appointments. That's how I set mine to be exactly 1 day before the auction.
Amazing. Well, you got me. You admit it then? That you were the doctor on the lower floor and killed Mr. Gott and Mr. Kova? Oh yeah. I mean, as a doc, I'm evil by default.
I mean, you do have orange eyes.
Yeah, you look kind of out of your mind, buddy.
Like, just look. Man, these adults ain't shit.
Like, what I want to know is, where's the caveman?
That's what I was gonna say at first. I was like, no, he's definitely on edibles.
So absolutely, I clapped them good.
What? Hey, sir, we're only... Sir, we're only an hour in the final act. Do you mind not confessing this early? We had a bit of a schedule to keep.
In fact, I'm responsible for every murder that ever happened in this town. There.
Oh, he's fucking with us.
Okay. All right.
I didn't think it'd be that easy.
For heaven's sake, guys, that was sarcasm. Anyone? Come on, you're no fun. Wha? How can you joke in a situation like this? This is a serious matter. Please let me cope, Your Honor. If I actually took this seriously, I'd have to hug my knees and cry. Regardless, you're going to have to explain yourself. Fine, I'll face cruel reality then.
And then he goes onto his knees and cries.
The truth is that Leah over there is tripping hard.
Leah? What's that supposed to mean?
It means you took some of the good stuff. How else would you come up with all that? Got some left? I can trade you my meds. That's probably a bad idea.
Probably. And illegal. You can talk your way out of this? Rico literally identified you.
Of course she did. I was there after all.
Why?
I ran so fast at the scene that I tripped and dropped my disguise. I picked it up and ran it to justice before putting it back on. The little girl must have seen me dragging my undercover clothes with me. She somehow convinced herself she saw two people. Got an active imagination, that one.
What excuse is that? You've got to be kidding me.
Why did you not mention that Miss Chase already knew the answer to a cake question? You're seriously on me just for that? It slipped my mind, that's the sole reason.
Is he claiming to be the original Kova? Oh my god.
I think he is. And me being an assistant at some dentist clinic? Pure fantasy stuff. Leah is desperate to find a suitable suspect. I can't be the dentist, so she keeps adding to her little story. Getting me to take off my disguise isn't the grand reveal you think it is. Only my cover as a local merchant is ruined now. That's literally all you achieved. Hope you're proud.
You saw the fourth room in the second shelf. We can easily go verify things with that.
Sure, if you can convince the plaintiff to unlock the elevator again.
I know she's not going to allow it, but there really is no reason for her not to.
After the mess you created the last time. There's nothing here. You're getting on my ass with absolutely zero real proof. Let me spell out just how little sense it makes for me to be the culprit.
A testimony? None of my business. Your Honor, with all due respect, you literally weren't even there, man. Like, Your Honor, you weren't even there, bro.
My name is Andrew Kova, FBI agent. I've never met the defendant before this auction. There's no connection between me and her. I first heard of Dr. Lade when it became relevant for my job. He was already dead by then.
Oh my god, this theme.
Damn. Mrs. Holden was someone I interacted with during the last few years. It was purely professional. And the security guard was a good customer and buddy of mine. I got no motive to kill or frame any of them. What reason could I have to go through that much trouble? If you put it that way, it does seem like you have little reason to do this. Thanks for getting it. I'm a mere innocent bystander. Well, innocent enough.
Oh, this is assuming you're really Mr. Kova. That's still very much in dispute.
Leia, please. According to you, I'm just some rando you happened upon. Isn't that dentist located in a totally different city? You'd have even worse of a case. While monsters like Dr. Late exist, most people don't just do horrible things to strangers for no reason. You will have to establish at least a potential motive if you want to move forward with this accusation. And please save any points of contention for the cross-examination.
Very well. Proceed with that immediately, then.
The nerve of this guy. What's his problem?
Please tell me I'm actually onto something this time. This is our man, right? He's got to be.
Well, I'll give you my take.
You're completely wrong, my guy. What?
Everything that dude just said is total BS.
Thanks, I figured, but it's good to have your blessing. I know what I have to do, then.
Yeah, let's get him.
Finally revealed your face. Now it's time to expose all your crimes. There's no way I'd let you get away after everything you put me through today. So, hey, Aurelia. Good you're clearing Lillian and all, but what about your own murder?
I'm sure we'll get to that.
Unfortunately, Noah. Alright.
Why is he stoned out of his mind?
Like, these animals ain't shit! Oh,
Like, I want to know where the caveman is.
Oh, boy. Oh, I forgot this was a bit of a jam. That's how sure it is, buddy. How come you're wearing an entire second set of clothing under your disguise? Strikes me as a bit impractical. It's almost like you didn't have time to properly change.
I like it that way. Gotta be prepared in case your main disguise ever gets compromised.
Never let them know your next move.
Besides, it's cold outside.
So where's your way to verify that you're really who you say you are?
I can show you my badge if you want.
Not good enough. Could have stolen that. When need a proper ID with a photo before I consider accepting this.
Too bad. I'd be foolish to have that on me during an undercover job. Dumbass. You'll just have to take my word for it.
Probably call the FBI and see what they have to say about you.
How exactly do you expect that to play out? Hello, could I ask you if this guy here is actually an undercover agent? Yeah, that'll fly. Yeah, I'm sure they won't have any qualms about handing out sensitive info like that.
Okay, point taken. Let's do the other road, then. It's for the Denton side mission. Have her confirmed he doesn't know you.
Oh, absolutely. You're perfectly free to do that. We'll just have to wrap up the trial first. Bad reception in this place, I hear.
You gotta be kidding me. Do we really no way to confirm his identity while we're trapped in this place? Oh my god.
This music is crazy. This music is crazy, dude! The violins?
Like, shit, Scoob, I think I just shot my pants! Oh, wait. Oh. You can just lie to my face like that? I literally remember seeing you at the dentist's office!
Who's the liar here, Leia? I know you're desperate, but you shouldn't make up stories like that. Besides, even if that were true, that'd be like what, one encounter? Perhaps a single phone call to schedule? That's not much more than passing a stranger on the street. I don't want to have your self-image if you think that's enough to make people want to murder you.
I'm obviously not claiming you didn't know me. Clearly this would have been planned far in advance. Heck, you might have only taken the job so you'd be able to set me up.
This is conspiracy-level paranoia here.
Hello? Conspiracy-level paranoia here.
No, this is Patrick. You might want to let a professional take a look at that. Here, I've got some antipsychotics if you need them.
Thanks, but no thanks. Stop trying to gaslight me. It won't work. The reason I got myself a gun in the first place was because I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched constantly.
Oh my god!
That
I
was
didn't
all
even
you were
realize
doing, wasn't
that.
it? You were stalking me!
A hint of narcissism, too. It's really not looking good, Leah. It's almost like you think you're the protagonist here. Newsflash, life doesn't just revolve around you.
At the end of the day, I've made decisions in life that I believe has made me enemies. I just don't think it's a coincidence things were set up to happen here of all places. There's something, or rather someone, tying all these things together.
I see. Now you think it all comes back to that madman somehow. That there's some connection between him and me. Fortunately, I never met him.
I mean, maybe we frunched it somewhere, but aside from that... I recall that Dr. Lade worked for the Secret Service for a time.
Are you saying being a government worker is enough to tie me to him? That's a totally different law enforcement agency. We've got lots of them if you didn't know. No wonder it's a big government.
Well, I know he's just lying about being a federal agent anyway. Fine, let's hear your story then. Where were you born? I mean, when did you first hear of Dr. Lade?
Do the math. You pretty much figured it out earlier, no? I'm forced to admit it now, it seems. I was dispatched here to make sure any misappropriated weapons stayed hush-hush. The briefing must have been about 4 years ago, give or take some months. A little after your article dropped.
And what did you think of him?
There's only one take here. If you don't think he's terrible, you just straight up have wrong opinions. Even if I wanted to get canceled and call him dope, it was kind of too late to care much for him. Not that easy to build much of an emotional connection with people that are already dead. Hopefully dead.
I can deny that. Even then, you could have met one of his still living associates and still gotten involved.
Well, there's Mrs. Holden, because you know she's an actual victim here. I should have a motive for that, at least. Of course, we know you're the one who shot her anyway. Still wouldn't have made sense for me to want to murder her, though.
And that professional relationship wasn't full of conflict. It really seems like she was on good terms with the government. If you were forced to keep tabs on this place for years...
Oh, don't let that give you the wrong impression. We reached an understanding with Mrs. Holden. She keeps our business confidential and we stay out of hers. It was all peachy. Me being there was mere caution to make sure she kept her end of the deal. I'm appalled to hear about these kind of agreements being made by our government.
They aren't! Well, they aren't in this case.
Then are they in
buddy.
the other case? I know, the government corrupt, extremely shocking. Gotta cut us some slack, though. Sometimes tough sacrifices have to be made for the sake of internal security. Okay, Sarugi.
And you're sure Mrs. Holden would have one of those necessary sacrifices? Even if you had some sort of deal, this whole auction must have been completely against your interests.
Got me there. I won't deny there were some rocky patches in our relationship. Let me tell you, though, if we needed her eliminated, we'd choose a better way to do it. Of course, this is purely theoretical. It's not like the FBI would ever murder its own citizens, right?
Excuse me, sir, this is a YouTube video. We can't get into this. And how would you have done it differently, exactly?
Well, most importantly, there's no benefit in turning the thing into a huge homicide case. Just have it be an accident or an illness, jeez.
Huh.
It certainly wouldn't make sense to frame someone for it. Especially not a random journalist who might raise a huge ruckus with the press.
God, you're such... Are you... who are you? He sadly got a point. It ain't like some sense for the government to get rid of Mrs. Holden. There's no reason for them to involve me. I'm saving Mr. Coven in the first place. The real connection has to be somewhere else. I'm gay. Wait, what? You got some gall to call him your buddy after brutally murdering him.
Whoa, this is witness intimidation. Please stop, I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. Miss Chase, please control yourself.
That was so fake, Your Honor! Apologies, I'm trying. Either way, I'm not gonna be sold for a fool here. Mr. Earth's murder obviously wasn't premeditated. There's no way to predict that situation. He simply caught you in a compromising moment and you have no choice but to kill him.
You're entitled to your own opinion, even if it's wrong. I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with the part where I murdered him, though.
This isn't gonna work without proof. There won't be any meaningful motive to point out for Mr. Gart. Unless I can establish that he did in fact kill him, there's no way to attack this claim. So he's saying that he's not associated with Fan Lane at all, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what would be his association then?
Sam Carden. What does that say? Sam Carden, Nick?
Where? What? Oh, here?
Yeah.
He ate rats to survive. Kids only little parts of happens. Full article on the next page. The Stan Lane. Whoa, 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 whoa!
I mean, it's the only thing. What?
Look at the
oh
curtain!
my god, wait!
Look at the curtain! What the fuck?
Oh my god, wait! Wait!
Who the fuck is that?
He was there this whole time?
He was there the whole time?
What the fuck?
I never see that!
Oh my god! That made my stomach drop.
No, wait, no. There's no way he was there the whole time. What?
Okay, I know, I kind of want you to go to a previous episode where we had that evidence and see if that was there the entire time. We need to see this.
We'll be right back, YouTube. Oh.
There we go.
Was?
Oh my god, he was!
And we never saw! How did we never see that?
I don't know.
How did we never fucking see that? It's so obvious!
Well, it's obvious to us now. We weren't looking for it.
Oh my god. Well then.
Hey, YouTube, we're back.
Wait, can we use
that was
that
there
somewhere?
the entire time. Probably there.
Oh, what? What do you say? Oh, wait, we have to point out. What you say is blatantly contradicted by this.
Seriously?
Must be happening penny than newspaper. How many more times do you intend to mindlessly present it?
I must agree. This is starting to rival the time one attorney simply couldn't quiet about his badge. No, oh my god, I just got PTSD.
Is it my fault it's relevant this often?
There's categorically nothing of relevance left on that page. We've been subjected to it often enough by now.
Okay, guess I'll just show it to you then. This part here directly contradicts the witness's statement. Achoo! You've never met Dr. Lade. I'm not buying it. I got the proof right here that shows you're a shameless little bitch, Mr. Notkova.
Wait, that's... But there's an article about Dr. Lade. How does the witness fit into this?
You see, he is No, I'm kidding. He fits into this in the most straightforward way possible. Let's take a look, shall we?
That is crazy.
In a way, you've been with us since the very beginning, haven't you? Because unless my eyes are deceiving me... Oh my...
Oh my god!
That's you right here in this photograph!
Stay calm and listen. I can explain this.
This explanation better be good. You said you've never even met Dr. Lade, but this is a blatant contradiction. Hell, you both are in the same room!
I forgot about that. Fine, I admit I sort of met him there, okay? It's because he was working as a profiler for the Secret Service. He was considered kind of a remarkable. So even other agencies sometimes send people to take some lessons from him. I was sent over to attend that event. That's the sole story here.
Hey, Noah, do you smell that? Do you smell that?
It kind of smells like... It kind of smells like bullshit!
Yeah! I call nonsense. Think about your position in this photo. You're not even part of the audience. You're observing him from behind the stage. I suggest you were working much more closely with him than someone who just came over to listen once.
Really now? And what kind of relationship does this imply?
FNBs!
Oh my god. Come out and say it if you think you know.
Dr. Lade would not just let anyone lurk around behind his back like this. He had way too many secrets to worry about. It would have had to be someone he trusted. There's only one way to explain this. You're... murderer! The way he's standing in the back with crossed arms, isn't it almost like a bodyguard? The impression I get from this is that he's working for Dr. Lade here. He's even wearing similar glasses to the one that man liked to wear.
So that's what we're going with, huh? A bodyguard, but Dr. Lade was a murderer himself.
Well, what if Dexter
Exactly.
wanted? What if Dexter wanted to get him? You never know, man.
Wouldn't it have been too risky to keep someone that close to him? It'd be highly likely they'd find out about his activities.
Who's to say he didn't know? Also, is he? Oh. Hello, it's me, the question mark man.
And Aurelia is just like... Aurelia is just like, I know that he is Dr. Than Lade's bodyguard, but I just can't prove it
I
yet.
just can't prove it. Oh, they'd be bound to find out, alright. But if they're already fully aware of what's going on, that wouldn't really be much of a problem, would it?
Well, I suppose. Wait, that would make him an accessory.
Dr. Lade was part of a criminal organization called the JP Corporation. It stands for Justice P. He was undoubtedly an important member. Like we had some others working under him.
Excuse me, it's called the Just Poa Here organization.
Who leads the organization?
Poa Here. We get what you're implying, just come out and say it then.
He wouldn't happen to be related to the famous YouTuber Just Noah here, would he?
I decline to comment.
When you know Poa is Noah, but you just can't prove it. Oh wait, you didn't finish this line.
I did.
Oh. I'm naturally saying that you were one of those underlings. You're part of the JP Corporation!
There it is.
She's fucking insane.
And what rational reason would give him that work? What rational reason would that give him to do any of this?
We're breaking Victoria, baby. Revenge, of course. I may not have killed Dr. Lay, but I still exposed him with my article. JP stands for Judgment and Purity. Sorry, Just and POA. Particularly the just part is important here. It's likely even he has no idea what really happened to Dr. Lay, and couldn't pass just on whoever's responsible. Even if Blade was gone, I still smeared his good name, ill-deserved as it was. Not only that, I had previously worked for him, making me effectively a traitor. So, he decided to set up this trap to punish me instead. I can't exactly speak for why Ms. Holden got involved, but she was connected to Dr. Blade via this tower. It's possible she did something perceived as betrayal as well. That's the true motivation behind this elaborate murder plot!
Well, isn't that just dandy? The great Aurelia Chase became a poor victim to the vicious plot of the evil organization. What can I say? You better be careful because you might pull a muscle with that reach.
Oh, God. Why the fuck is that bottle radiating?
Good question.
Those glasses.
I know, pretty neat. Courtesy of your father, may he rest in pieces.
It really is like that, then.
Just a second though, witness her father, and I thought she's a stranger to you. Sorry, that was just a little dramatic joke to process this. I know, I shouldn't. Never met Lee as daddy. Not a real one, at least.
Damn, man. Well, that's how you're gonna play this. You want me to know, but no one else? You want to keep denying it? Fine. When anything's difficult, I just have to start with getting serious.
By all means, start using some parts of your brain. People these days have been dumbed down so much already. Anything has to be fed to them in the simplest way possible. Quantum mechanics reduced to Schrodinger's cat.
Quite the bizarre first example.
Ethics reduced to the trolley problem. What times we live in. Whoops, pardon the Joker moment. We live in a society.
I'm just thinking that fucking John Quick gif you said earlier.
How do you intend to make progress, Miss Chase?
Your Honor, did you smuggle in a snack?
I have been here for the past, 15 or so fucking hours? I'm hungry.
Where did you even get it?
I got it from Mr. Kova when he was still here.
I'm still here, jackass. Oh, my bad.
Oh, yes, of course. I got it from him.
Oh shit. I think there's poison in it. Oh,
It seems it'd be very hard to prove whether his story or yours is true. As long as we're trapped here, our options are limited. I'm not sure how to feel about this.
It's true, there probably isn't any way to prove this man's true identity here. We don't necessarily intend to do that. But we might be able to prove that he's not the same Mr. Kobo we talked to earlier. At least that would show that whoever he is impersonating someone.
You had all the chances to do that in my testimony earlier. I wonder why you didn't.
This isn't proof I have on me yet. However, I know of something that will help us produce the proof we need.
Another of your asinine checks. How unsurprising. Or should I say, how uninspiring. The only good move for you would be presenting according to you, real Mr. Kova. And you're decidedly incapable of that.
It seems like quite the tall task indeed, defendant.
No, we don't necessarily have to find him. There might be a way to try and prove that this man is an imposter if we use this.
Check what the hunt device can do. Fingerprints?
That
I
might
guess,
not,
maybe?
Well, we don't... I'm not sure. It's probably...
Oh shit, wait, we can... Wait, no, we can test the plate. We can test the plate.
For what?
Test the plate for fingerprints.
Oh!
If there's two sets of fingerprints on the plate...
It's possible these are detective tools to find the proof.
That makes some sense. This is the best forensic equipment we have at hand. But what would you be looking for exactly?
We can test if this man is impersonating Mr. Kova by checking for DNA and fingerprints.
Go ahead. I always wanted to get sampled. Then we can compare it to... Oh. Anybody happen to have brought their database? This might be a bit of a toughie otherwise.
Oh.
Without any existing DNA or prints from Mr. Kova to compare it to, this won't tell us much. Maybe the cake? Do we really have something like that? Uh-oh, this better be really solid, Leah. Because if it can be disputed at all, you bet I'm gonna file a complaint.
Or not even look for prints or DNA that are from Mr. Kova's. Maybe I don't actually have to? There might be another angle to this. This whole disguise was something the culprit got forced into after committing the murders. He needed to get back to the scene quickly, meaning the disguise was put on in a hurry. That might give me the opening I need. But a single set of prints isn't really enough. I need to have a second set to compare it to. Something else that was touched by the real Mr. Kova recently, but not this man. Consider the bigger picture once more. Yeah, I'm just going to check for the prints and then compare our... Do a recap, do a recap, do a recap. Oh.
Whoa.
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 Four people sent to the lower floor of the violent prints in there. Okay, so I'm not there. Maybe when we talk to him in this room?
Wait. Could it be the curtain? Because we had
Maybe?
to draw back the curtain to check it, right?
Yeah, but I don't think he did that.
We don't know that for sure. Oh!
The cube!
The cube comes to save the day.
The cube! Give it to the present.
Click back.
Are not in the evidence then, right? But we don't
Yep.
have that. We're not in the court record.
Well, that's not the first time, I suppose.
We shouldn't be subjected to any more of your stalling and ambiguity. If you think you have a more intelligent answer than the court record, then spell it out.
If you think I'm going to back down, you haven't been paying attention. If we compare these two objects, we'll find matching fingerprints of the real Mr. Kova.
I'd say probably the plate and the cube.
Oopsie. Let's put an end to this charade. Mr. Kova always carried the tray with his refreshments. Given how desperate this whole impersonation stunt is, he didn't even have time to wipe all of it clean. We checked for prints and we'll have our answer soon.
Well, what are the results, Dr. Hellinger?
I can say one thing without conjecture. There are several prints of this witness on the bottom of this tray. Additionally, I found several unknown prints of at least one other person.
And there you have it. Prints of the real Mr. Kova.
Amazing proof. Absolutely outstanding, Leah. Can't argue with this one, folks. The jig is up. After all, nobody else would ever want to interact with me, let alone touch my stuff.
Yeah, I figured you'd try that. These routes could be anyone, and customers. That's the obvious excuse to make. Therefore, Dr. Hellinger, did you check the other thing I told you about?
It was indeed the case, just as you posited.
Objection.
What do you presume you are doing? You conspired with Aurelia, and you dared to do it behind my back?
Because you would act like a little bitch, Victoria.
Her request was objectively reasonable. It's in our interest to clarify this point, incorrect? Employ your brain instead of machines for once. Nothing suggested by Aurelia could ever be intelligent or in our interest.
What is this about, Detective?
The defendant asked me to analyze the prints on another item for comparison. Her reasons made a lot of sense. It appears she is capable of prudence after all. This cube is what required analysis.
Luke, this is a Rubik's Cube.
My Rubik's Cube. Now I've seen where it's gone.
Professor! How did it get into the Lighthouse of Lunacy?
I don't know, Luke.
Can't
But I
believe
guess this is just another puzzle for us to solve.
Oh, wait, no! Man, I can't believe we brought that back after over nearly a year.
I see. Actually, I have no idea how this is relevant.
I think it's more efficient if she explains it herself, but there are prints on this cube that match the unknown prints on the tray.
Much appreciated. I'll take it from here. This Rubik's Cube, it's one of the items from the display room in Professor Layton's office. It's not something that anyone should be able to touch. Yet Mr. Koa was spotted fiddling with this cube while we got ready for the trip to the lower floor. If those unknown prints are on the tray and the cube if those unknown prints on the tray and the cube belong to Mr. Koa, then they should have been your prints! Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Nice trick.
You're still going to keep this up?
How do you know this so-called real Mr. Kova touched this cuboid again? You said he was spotted, but who actually saw him doing so? How about you share that with us?
It was Lillian and Mr. Gart. Mr. Polly was also present, hidden behind the curtain.
Well, isn't that just dandy? Got quite the lineup there. I suppose we can't really trust Lillian since she's another suspect, but hey, still got two others. Except Mr. Polly wouldn't see much if he stayed hidden behind the curtain. Fine, that still leaves one unbiased witness, namely... Oh, wait. Oh, rest in pieces, man. I guess we don't have this witness.
Much appreciated, man. That doesn't erase the fact that the prints of the cube match the prints found on the tray. You're not seriously saying some random person happened to touch both? You can compare the prints of everyone here if you want. Confident none of them would be a match. The person those prints belong to couldn't have left this floor, unless they were one of the people that went to the lower floor, and didn't come back.
Why do I feel like I'm getting manipulated?
Great question, considering you're not.
Oh, because you're trying to make it sound like those prints had to have been planted today. Phew! Almost had me there, Leah. You're starting to turn this. You're turning this into some Sherlock vs. Moriarty stuff. Can you be clear what your argument is? This seems too unlikely a coincidence. What are the odds that Miss Chase would correctly point to an object with prints matching the tray? She clearly must have known the person who touched both, and that could only have been Mr. Kova. Yes, that's what she'd like you to believe, but what if this was all planned?
You gotta believe me, man! Please!
Let's say she hired someone, call him Accomplice A. First dude visits the tower and gets touchy with the cube. Remember, this could have happened at any time before the place got locked down. Then this A just happened to get grabby, just had to get grabby with my stuff before the auction to leave matching prints there. Oh yeah, because we knew all of this would happen, of course. Also, she could expose me when the time is right. There's no way to tell how old those prints are.
Anyways, moving on. That certainly Is this Your Honor, is this how I've sounded the entire day? I'm so sorry.
Yes, I will admit, until you've presented evidence for each of your theories, you have sounded like this.
You're saying I predicted the course of this entire trial in advance? What do you take me for?
Now you're just being a hypocrite. You said I joined a dental clinic simply to plant a key, and then predicted this would somehow frame you the next day. If you get to characterize me as a Batman with prep time, it's only fair I do the same to you. And let's be fair. There's predicting everything, and then there's simply setting some things up as contingencies.
You asked for it. If you so desperately want me to be the someone that's always a step ahead, then I'll just do that.
That's not the reaction I was expecting.
You want to save these prints for place in advance? That's straight up not possible. As it happens, I myself solved this puzzle cube earlier today.
You are hopefully not anticipating anybody to be impressed. I could easily solve such a puzzle myself. Not that I would bother with such a mundane exercise.
Oh no, that sounds like someone who can't.
Just so you know, I would rival all of you in solving a puzzle cube within just a few seconds.
Your ego is besides the point. The key
No one
here
hear
that I
me?
had to hold.
Okay.
The key here that
all
I
right.
had to hold it in order to do so. Dr. Hollander, tell me whether my fingerprints were present on the cube as well.
Luke, why aren't they impressed?
I don't know, Professor. Maybe we're ghosts of the Lighthouse of Lunacy and they can't hear us.
You're correct.
Hello?
My friends yours
Can you
below
hear
the
me?
unknown print.
Hello?
They're the only others that's present. Do you hear anything?
What? No, I don't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Let's get those in and get smudged.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
What do your prints have to do with any of this?
Did you hear the detective? She said my prints were found below the others. She can use a forensic technique that recognizes how prints are laid on top of each other. That way you can figure out for a fact which prints were placed first.
So that means you were the first.
So help me God, this guy says I touched it first, and then the other guy came in a few days later and touched it. Bingo! Now the question is, when could I have placed those prints? The visitor logs will show that I never visited this tower before today, and I could not have visited that room before Mrs. Holden's murder.
Lewis Scott reported everything Miss Chase touched during the investigation to us. He did mention the cube. Stop volunteering information. This is nothing more than hearsay.
Take or leave that testimony, you still logically can't escape the facts. The person with the unknown fingerprints that touched the cube after we got trapped... Wait. The person with the unknown prints touched that cube after we got trapped inside the tower. And now that person is gone. There's only one way to explain this. That person was the real Mr. Cobra who you're impersonating.
I'm not.
I don't know how I got into your head that you'd get away with such a ridiculous impersonation stunt. Did you seriously think you'd pull this off when you didn't even wipe off his prints?
I can explain this. Trust me.
You gotta trust, bro! Trust me! They say I say Dragonman's to the padded cell.
Is this going to be another far-fetched explanation about how Miss Chase predicted everything?
If you're willing to hear me out, no!
Enough is enough. There's only one thing I want to know right now.
As the one who summoned him to the stand, allow me to be the one to ask. Witness! Please state your name and occupation for this court!
Ha. Please stop harassing me. I know everyone hates me, but normally people at least have the decency to pretend.
Are you going to start being honest or not?
Always have been.
I'm actually... Mr.
Tyler, the creator.
I was gonna say Mr. Kova squared, but I was like, no.
Mr. Kova squared is correct.
Everything I said so far was technically correct. I know whenever somebody says technically, it usually means not at all, but... We will listen. Go ahead and explain yourself.
What?
Are you? Fuck! You gotta be kidding me, bro.
I was very obviously kidding, my guy. Are you for real?
Yes. Call my bluff. You won't. You got me, kind of. My real name is Joseph Black, but I'm also Mr. Kova. Andrew Kova is a fake identity shared by two people. My partner and I took turns assuming the role. We swapped before the trip downstairs. He wanted to check the hole in the window. Uh-oh. I can't prove that, but it's not like you can show that this other Kova ever was on the lower floor. Speaking of proof, you got zero that I shot Mr. Gart. I wasn't even at the scene when he died. There's no secret room nor a second shelf. Prove me wrong if you can.
Well, you gotta be fucking with me.
Well, there's nothing that immediately makes this story impossible, but...
Your Honor, was this seriously how I sounded the entire day? Oh, God.
Not as bad as this. This is a whole nother level. This even overtakes some of Mr. Wright's most blasphemous theories.
Who?
That man. Why didn't you just tell us the proper situation from the start? It was nothing more than a bit of harmless wordplay if you think about it.
What?
Brother, what?
How relevant is it really that there was another one? Besides, it seemed funnier to let Leah work for that mystery. Funnier? You never take anything seriously, do you? Don't take that from me. It's one of my few endearing qualities.
Oh.
What
Oh,
the
whoa,
fuck?
whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh.
What?
I know where the poison is.
In his little bottle there?
Yeah.
I suppose it's your cross-examination, Miss Chase. Have fun.
Yo.
Just casually going against someone who's like being an imposter and all that, and then Lillian's like, yo! Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Lillian here. Welcome to my Let's Play of How Fucked is Aurelia. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say she's probably like 6 out of 10. If we're talking physically, then 10 out of 10, but if we're talking like figuratively right now, then... Whoa! No!
He's still lying.
What?
No way, man. Really? No, there's no way.
Never would have guessed.
That was awesome, though. You almost had him with those prints.
I do have them. He just came up with an explanation. Please don't get too hyped. Got enough pressure to handle as is. I thought proving he's an imposter would be enough, but he still weaseled himself out again.
Yeah, you shouldn't get to do that. Speaking of, dude keeps calling you Leah. The heck's up with that?
He's just trying to get a rise out of me. Best to ignore it.
You know, I wouldn't mind giving you a nickname, though.
Or...
Those were the 3 letters you had in common with me.
Not too bad. That one's to run forever now.
How about Relia, then?
That's kind of cute.
Pass. Oh. Goo gaga.
Gold? Gold?
Goo goo gaga.
Gaga.
Oh,
Goo goo gaga. I want milk.
oh. Hard pass. I'm just have the time for this.
Sorry about that,
Ari?
Ari.
Okay, Auntie. I'm leaving. That gave me more mental damage than this guy ever could.
Damn!
It's time to tear Stereo apart, and then she comes in again. Okay, but what now? Just one more push should be enough. Okay, but like, what about Ori? How about Korkor?
Core?
Oh, that one time I called Corlin Corcor for no reason. That was fun.
You got me, kind.
My name is Jack Black. I was in the School of Rock movie.
Hello, little Silas.
Oh, Mario.
Hello, Mario.
I was also in the Minecraft movie. I was also in the Ghostbusters movie.
Hint and Steel. Hint and Steel? Flint and Steel.
The Nether. Chicken Jockey.
Flint and Steel.
Crafting Table. Enderpearl.
Chicken lava steam or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's still not your real name.
I find your lack of faith depressing.
You should believe in our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Get the fuck out of here, Kenji.
Oh. That's we trust you after you already changed your story once.
Nothing was changed. Let's be real here.
Too real, too real.
I was literally thinking of that meme.
You pretty much already knew Mr. Kova was just my undercover identity. Could I have been more straightforward about that? Absolutely, I'll give that to you. But at the end of the day, what does it really matter? I'm not a suspect here.
Yes, you are.
Oh my lord.
Oh my god, this music again.
You're very much a suspect. The whole point is that you replace the real Mr. Kova.
See, that did happen, but it's clickbait alert, not what you think it is.
Totally not clickbait.
It's actually pretty dumb. That's just my life, I guess.
Okay, I found the one I was looking for. It's not the meme I was looking for. Hold on, hold on.
It's in hiding spot.
Oh boy. Okay, buddy. Really now? What would have been the point of that?
Budgeting. We only had enough funds for one fake identity. What? Oh my god.
Are you confused by that the FBI agent can't have their agents afford two costumes?
If you've been paying attention, then you know there's been a lot of pressure to defund us lately. Well, this did result in some budget cuts. Even that costume was just a leftover from the Cold War era.
Now that actually sounds like it explains a lot. Still, there's no reason for you to share the outfit. It must have all been left to just one person.
Appallingly, you must be one of those people that watch others do the work and claim credit. I wasn't just gonna let my partner do everything. Gotta at least appear to be a mostly responsible adult.
The name of your partner?
Francis Bob Ingram.
What?
Really? Really?
Right. Well, here's what really is going on. This partner was the real Mr. Kova, and you killed him.
Just because you don't agree with my opinion doesn't mean you can say I'm not an OG Kova as well. I was Kova before Kova even existed. That's not very tolerant of you. It's also like a fallacy.
No, true Scotsman. You cannot exclude this witness from being Mr. Kova only because you consider him obnoxious. If such a thing was permitted, I would have a never-ending list of charlatans to banish.
Pretty sure that's not how that works, but whatever. If you're going to say that you didn't kill the other Mr. Cobra, then what happened to him? Uh-oh, Steve! Come on. Like he fell out of the window?
Well, he apparently left this floor somehow, and that's the only other way to go. Can't know for sure until we retrieve his body from the sea. How could something like that happen? Wish I knew, Your Honor. I'm as clueless as the rest of you, if not more, honestly. He never really struck me as a clumsy guy. Man could keep that tray steady while running, even. We may have to consider that this wasn't an accident, but deliberate. Gotta admit, we screwed up a lot. People kept dying because we're unable to collect all those dangerous weapons. Those deaths weighed on his mind. It's possible the added stress of this situation made him decide to put an end to it. That's
Whoa.
so fucked up.
Dude.
That is so fucked up to say. That is so fucked up to say.
What the-
Holy shit.
Bro! Suicide? Yeah, no chance. I agree this was deliberate, but the responsible party is still very much alive and breathing.
Fine, guess I'll just stop breathing then.
Be my fucking guest!
Be our guest, be our guest. Been planning to clip that for a while anyway.
What?
Witness, do you have anything to back up this version of events? Wait a minute. Yes, we can. The joint affidavit. They both signed it. Wait a minute. No, that doesn't work. Wait, no, that could work.
No,
because
it
if that joint affidavit was signed by this guy, if that's what that means.
Yeah.
So we have to find something else that he's written on.
So, no, we don't have anything that fits that description.
Yeah, you're right.
You right! What did you assume that your claim is still in any way equal to mine?
That's how it works in court. Last time I checked, you need evidence to support a claim. Where'd you get your law degree again? Oh wait, my bad. It sounded like you're trying to sue me, so I figured you'd have one. As much as I don't appreciate the behavior of this witness, evidence does matter. We have testimony placing Mr. Kova on the lower floor. But none of it can show who was under the disguise at the time.
When I prove it enough, I really will never concede any more than he has to. If I did have proof showing Mr. Cobra through the lower floor, he'd immediately be screwed.
Hey, I love getting screwed as much as the next guy.
Whoa!
Sadly, life's not a bed of roses.
Is there really nothing? I'm gonna go through all the possible places downstairs and we hold a clue again. Maybe there's a specific place that does hold proof?
Save.
I'm gonna say press further. Isn't there a place you're forgetting about?
Oh, jog my memory.
What about... The problem is we don't... Three things. One, we don't know if he actually touched anything. Two, we don't know when, because, like, who knows which prince it would be. And three, we can't go back down anyways.
Yeah.
So I think we have to go back. It's a waste of time. As long as we can't check the lower floor again, it's pointless to worry about it.
Speak. I already said that. Whoops.
Go ahead, man, speak. Excuse me. We're having my hands full of your disclosing your alibi and exposing your identity first.
No, I don't think I will. You wouldn't have taken this long and tedious route if you had such proof handy. You're a smart, competent woman after all, no?
Well, there's a few things we didn't know when you first gave your testimony.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely a reason to not lead with direct proof of me being a criminal. Sure. No way we could have sorted out the culprit first and then worried about alibis and all that jazz. Check the court record lately. It's still got exactly the same stuff in it you had back then.
Oh, that's hard to dispute. Do we have any evidence since we first testified?
Love more hitting me spitting facts.
I refuse to click that bottom one, so we're gonna have to go with it. None of those revelations were added to the court record. There's no way that was right.
It's decidedly accurate, because those presumptive revelations only exist in your fantasy. Unverified secret rooms belong in subpar mystery novels, not the court record.
Wasn't the affidavit rewritten?
Yes, it was.
So this piece of information was only added after I presented my theory on the murder. Wait, what? That would... What?
I would still say
profile? Like, what? That's like literally the only thing that was added after the theory. Unless there's something else you're thinking of.
I was just thinking about presenting the affidavit anyway, but...
Wait,
Nope.
wait, try to profile, I guess. Oh, this is a new piece of information. Your true identity.
Absolutely outstanding. What a game-changing piece of information. Well, I'm glad we can agree that my appearance is a net positive.
Mock it all you want. It's just demonstrably. What? Is that right? Is that spelled right?
I don't know.
Change things. Pick the newspaper. The photo was completely meaningless until your face gave it all relevance.
Huh? Got me there. I guess you can now present the photo that clearly shows me shooting Mr. Gart.
At the time of the murder, the culprit couldn't have been wearing Mr. Kova's disguise yet. There's any proof you could have left it while wearing that outfit of yours.
Oh crap, did I miss a blood stain? Phew, doesn't look like it. Wanna check my back to make sure?
I need to make sure to destroy any obvious traces like that, even if you were in a rush.
I'd probably be smart enough to do at least that, yeah. Which means your whole point is useless either way. There's nothing about my fresh look that could be linked back to poor Mr. Gart's murder.
What?
Oh shit!
What?
Oh shit!
What?
Check the autopsy. Check the second page. Ink stain.
Oh!
His pen! His pens!
My pens. My pens? What, did I leave a written confession at the scene or something? I'm a fucking genius.
Oh my god.
I was that eager to get caught. We wouldn't be doing this.
The pen is that... The pen is that your pen. My point is that your pens may be connected to the a written confession. You might as well call it that, actually.
This is gonna be something, isn't it? Can't wait to see how you're gonna make a fool out of yourself this time. I kinda get why Mr. Nellen called this prime entertainment.
I wonder how much longer you'll find this one amusing. There's still a trace left at the crime scene we weren't able to connect to anything so far. Mainly the uncanny traces on the expandable baton underneath him.
There was blood on the inside, if I recall correctly.
Yes, the victim's own blood, mixed with some ink.
Oh, shit.
The fact that it's mixed together with the blood proves it got on there at the time of the murder. It couldn't have gotten there some point later. Mr. Gart was the last person to close it. He must have understood the importance of that clue and protected it with his last breath. Because of this ink came straight from one of the killer's pens!
That's mere conjecture. You cannot prove the origin of that ink.
The affidavit!
I mean, what?
He would have signed the affidavit, remember?
too! Oh my god!
Yes, signed by both Hellinger and Kova!
Oh my god!
Dr. Hellinger told me something interesting earlier. Seems not all ink is made equal. It can be analyzed and compared, not entirely unlike DNA. I'd say we have sufficient grounds to do just that!
I won't allow it.
Why not? Why not, Victoria? Why
Cute,
not?
but it's not really up to you.
You won't allow Dr. Hellinger to perform this simple, rather relevant analysis? I have given the plaintiff a lot of leeway, but you cannot completely refuse any discovery. If you want to win this trial fairly, that is...
You're really talking to the wrong person. The girl needs absolutely any handicap she can set up.
Fascinating. Now even I am beginning to get perplexed by your level of incompetence. I must protect my precious mind.
We're really getting to her, is what she's saying.
Yep.
Do what you want. It is unfortunately your right to be this brainless.
Good. Well then, please surrender your pens, Mr. Black.
I'd rather not. I know my rights. The Fourth Amendment means you need my consent. Not when there's probable cause, of which we have plenty. Okay, well, knock yourselves out then.
Well, that was fast. Well, it's gonna be a match, no?
I can't conclusively answer that in the affirmative.
Wait, what? So the ink isn't from any of those friends?
I cannot state that either. Because it's not possible to perform the analysis you want me to.
He emptied the pens.
What? Is that Victoria's doing again? Oh my god, he did, didn't he?
He emptied all the pens.
If so, I'm disappointed, frankly.
I should be the one displeased. However, I know it's not easy for you to stop jumping to conclusions. The reason I didn't do anything is because there's no ink in the pens you gave me. I have no sample to compare my findings to.
All three pens are empty. How can that be? Well, that's not a problem because we have the joint affidavit.
Yep.
Well, isn't that unlucky?
Oh my god, he was prepared for this. Your Honor, there's basically no question the one that's empty those pens himself. There's the only way they'd naturally be even without a trink of ink left.
I knew you'd say that, hence my protest. Ask any office worker. There's never any functional pen when you need them. It happens.
Fuck, I hate that he's right. I'm not an office worker, but god damn it, every time I use a pen, there's never ink.
Yep. That's relatable.
Well, as suspiciously convenient as this really is, it's sadly not the conclusive proof it could have been. Please resume your cross-examination, Miss Chase.
Oh, gladly.
Must feel great, Leah. Being a step behind that is deliciously frustrating.
Guess that would have been too easy. This guy's no idiot. He was definitely watching the trial closely for anything that could be used against him. Dr. Hallinger presented the autopsy with the ink. He must have realized what it meant. There has to be another way to catch him. Can't let him get away with that.
Oh, there absolutely is.
Solid effort with the pens. Too bad I don't even remember what a full one feels like. Can't compare them.
Dummy. Solid effort indeed. You almost got me to disregard this.
You just can't leave me alone, it seems.
Oh, my bad.
I'll lend you my pens however often you like. There's nothing left to squeeze out of them, though.
Your pens aren't really required anymore. We've already got proof of your guilt in black and white.
Are you drunk? That statement literally spells out my alibi.
I don't really care about what's spelled out here. Know that this affidavit was signed by both you and Dr. Hellinger. I don't really see the signatures. Anyone know where they are?
On the back, the space on the front was insufficient.
Interesting. Say, if you've only been carrying empty pens, then you shouldn't have been able to sign this document. Seems like I'm right on the money this time. You didn't know about the ink at the crime scene yet, so you signed this document without a care in the world. With your pens, which still had their inks at the time!
And how would you logically conclude that to be the case?
Okay, which one of us is the brainless one here, Victoria? What?
He could have been given a pen by someone else.
This affidavit was the first thing you made the witnesses sign when they returned from downstairs.
When they returned, I had these two sign an affidavit before they were allowed to do anything else.
To add to that, the detective has the policy to have everyone always sign with their own pen. Precisely because it's responsible to confirm the source of any ink should it ever be necessary. She would have never allowed him to use anybody else's pen unless he could show he didn't have one. If the signature of Ander Kova on this affidavit was written in the same ink found at the scene, that conclusively makes you the murderer!
That's not decisive.
Oh, please, tell me what is then.
Even if it's a match, there must be similar ink from the same manufacturer out there.
Who cares? Lillian certainly wasn't the one who found such a pen. Even if someone else here was a match, they don't have an alibi that's much more solid than yours. There's no reasonable doubt left you could use to dispute this result.
Whether this signature matches is of great significance. Dr. Hellinger, if you would. That won't be necessary.
Oh, wait.
That won't be necessary. I have something objectively more relevant to report.
What could possibly be more important than this right now?
The existence of the secret room has been verified.
What?
That won't be necessary because they found the body, I guess. Is her drone still down there?
Oh, shit! Wait, no, but she used it up here. Oh, wait, no, but there's an open window in the display room.
And there's also the vents, of course.
That would essentially prove Miss Chase's entire theory.
How did you manage to confirm that?
The witness deserves credit for calling attention to the hole in the window.
Oh my god!
I was equipped to use that opening to test this with a relatively practical method.
I see. Check the windows from the outside with your drone.
It took some time to program it to maneuver correctly. I instructed it to circle the building at the appropriate altitude, taking photos of the rooms inside. That's how I discovered there was a fourth room.
Astonishing. And what was hidden inside?
Keep in mind that the thorough investigation isn't feasible with this method. What's possible to discern is that this room is similar to the others on the lower floor. The pattern in this room consists of hands, and the text on the pillar reads non-maleficence.
Completing the 5 senses and the 4 pillars of ethics, just like I thought. Mr. Kova, did you find him?
The room wasn't as empty as the others. It featured some furniture like beds, chairs, and tables. Most of them were equipped with what appeared to be restraints.
I don't want to imagine what those were for.
No personal dead body was visible inside the room. There was a circular hole in the glass, however, similar to the one we found on this floor.
You don't mean to tell me he threw the real Mr. Kova out the window?
I can neither confirm nor deny that possibility. Of course, I immediately tried to send my drone to search the sea below. I didn't locate anybody, though I was able to locate 3 other data points floating in the water.
There's a lot to take in at once. Well, please tell us your findings.
I will have you assess the relevance then. The first item my drone spotted was an electric drill. A common household variant, although on the larger end. Next, there was a TV remote.
Oh.
Interesting.
It appeared to be an older model based on its design, but it's difficult to say for certain. Lastly, a glass cutter with a diamond tip, likely expensive. There could easily be more. The sea is a difficult place to investigate. It's statistically very fortunate that I found as much as I did.
I managed to dump all the evidence into the scene. Pragmatic, I guess. It has to be how you got rid of Mr. Kova's body as well, but it doesn't matter. The mere existence of this room confirms my theory.
I will analyze.
Oh my god.
I will analyze the signature for the sake of thoroughness.
I will anesthesia.
Oh my god, man.
But it does appear to only support the one logical conclusion.
Of course. Meanwhile, we'll accept what you found into evidence. Outstanding job, detective.
Whoa. Oh, blood.
Blood was found on the floor in 2 spots.
Wait, 2.
One has flown towards the window. Well, that's pretty conclusive, I'd say.
Hey, Noah.
Uh-huh.
Who do we know that was dropping a little bit of blood before they died?
Melanie!
Yep. Oh, it's missing the drill bit?
That's interesting. I imagine not many police investigators could have matched that.
I was able to verify it first, but it was the defendant who presented this hypothesis. We can objectively call it a tie.
I must feel like I got robbed, but I certainly won't complain. Definitely curious how the witness will excuse any of this away.
It may be more appropriate to call him the main suspect at this point, indeed.
Fuck. Guys, well,
Well, damn,
That goddamn drone!
Drone. More
Shot, I guess. I give up.
Wait, what?
You give up? Do you mean to say... Yep, you got me. Grats.
This isn't just another one of your jokes, I hope.
Leah, please. We're taking this seriously here. This isn't a fight I can win anymore. Hard to compete when Heisenberg over here keeps dealing you all the good stuff. You admit it then? You admit that you are the murderer? Sure am. Let me just properly introduce myself now that there's no point in hiding it anymore.
Van Diesel. Oh.
The name's Junio Zenok Driel, dentist in training.
Theory.
Uh-huh.
I know it's going to be explained in a second how he killed Kova, but disposed tools. The drill part is missing.
Yeah. Missing drill
There's
head.
blood. We don't know what he used to kill Kova that would be used with blood. A drill's pretty sharp. Kova's blood is on this drill.
Maybe. No, what's with those faces? Smile, let me see those teeth. Say, ah! Yeah, please spare what few teeth I have left.
I think it's more appropriate. It's like, oh, please, can you hear?
impossible. Aurelia can't have been right.
How could she know what I don't know? So there it is. You really are working for Dr. Cavity.
Yep, that whole COVID thing was a complete lie. Shocker, I know.
Oh my god, wait, that's a phenomenal.
Porter, please remain calm. Mr. Driel, is it? Why in the world would you do all
Wait.
this? What?
What's the full pun?
What do you-
His last name's pun is Drill.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this isn't a drill.
What?
This is the pun I see is this isn't a drill.
How?
I don't know.
Junio Zanak drill? Junio Zanak drill. Junio Zanak drill. I'm not seeing it.
Make the C silent in Zanak.
Junio Zanach drill.
Do you at least get it now? Do you know why I said
Yeah, I do.
this isn't a that would be. I don't think that's the actual pun, but that would be really funny if it is. This isn't a drill, guys.
I do owe you an explanation, I suppose.
After all, this isn't a drill.
No worries, I will do a proper confession. Got nothing left to lose now. Go ahead, we will at least listen to what you have to say.
You know, no, I have a feeling this isn't the final testimony.
Yeah. He's probably going to confess to Gart's murder, but not confess to Melanie Holden's murder, because that's what we're actually on trial for.
At least we got Lillian cleared.